Hello, hello, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Welcome back to our Monday, Momentum Monday. Now we're live inside of our Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs. Today, let's talk about our episode 176 about entrepreneur, the silent hero. Yeah, how many of you want to actually really celebrate this kind of a moment for our silent entrepreneur, silent hero moment? What do I mean about the silent hero? Today I want to share with you some journeys, right? Like how many of you, I'm curious, how many of you as entrepreneur, how many years have you been in entrepreneurship? Please comment under the video, no matter if you are watching the live or the maybe replay later from our YouTube channel or inside our on any kind of a social media. Just a comment under the post, right? Let us know. How many years have you been in entrepreneurship? I promise that I always reply all the comments, all the sharing, and to have the interaction and to have the meaningful conversation. So how many years have you been in entrepreneurship? And by the way, for some of you, maybe you're still like hesitating, still you are interested in entrepreneurship, but you are not sure if you can do this. So today I would honestly share our journey and to let you really realistically understand all the challenges and difficulties, but also the light and the hope and how you could really like how to overcome and also go through, and not just go through, but really not just survive, right? But how to thrive through this long, could be hard, and also could be, let's say, could also be quite a lonely journey as entrepreneur. How you could go through it and also thrive it, and to see the before you see the light and the success, right, at another side, it's just like a tunnel. And sometimes maybe during the journey you do not necessarily immediately, or even after quite a while of exploration, you may not necessarily see the light and the success yet. And how could you still go through and thrive from it? And today we will also talk about the next step is like how to become a silent hero, that who keeps empowering and impacting people. And today is like how we really want to help you to understand the whole journey, and also resonate and connect with you, and to see how through this kind of journey, what kind of the light you can create, and how you can at the same time to really become that empowering and inspiring and also impactful leader in your journey, okay, during your journey, and become that kind of a end product that you really want to go through this journey, and who you can really impact. And especially most important thing today, we want to keep on focus on talking about how you as the major role and major really like the role on this journey, how you could see, how could you really thrive this journey and also become that silent hero. And maybe how many of you, if you are on this entrepreneurship journey already for quite a while, how many of you sometimes really acknowledge this journey and also acknowledge your efforts, and especially acknowledge your uh, position like a hero? How many of you? Let me know. Comment under video. Okay, I'm just curious. How many of you really feel like you, as an entrepreneur, is the hero? I just recently I had this kind of a deep reflection, because I went through the 15 years of coaching, 15 years of entrepreneurship as well. I still remember like before 2008, I was still like working in corporate world, working for Fortune 100 company, working for like near the Wall Street in downtown Manhattan. And the life, I did not feel like that kind of fulfilling. I did not feel like from the daily routine, not too much about personal growth, not too much about the values I'm contributing. So I was quite a little bit, even though like before that, for the 13 years of corporate journey, right, and many ups and downs, and but most time very quite exciting, because I was always looking for like new opportunities for my growth, for my career growth as well. But at that moment, 2008, the financial crisis time, I felt like that kind of a like feeling of lost, feeling like is this, because you can almost see the end of your career journey. It's like you keep climbing that ladder, that traditional and typical ladder, right? To become like a, even in a Fortune 100 company, or how much more you can grow your career, like a higher position, more income, and more important job, but still like you still did not feel like fulfilled. And thank God, because of financial crisis, I got the opportunity really finally say goodbye to the corporate world and bravely embraced entrepreneurship. And with initial, I still remember my initial excitement, passion. Especially went through a journey almost like 6 months of a career exploration, research, going through coaching with quite a few career coaches, and especially most important is my personal exploration, personal quest of my life's meaning, of why I'm here, what's the purpose of my life, and what's the meaning of it. And also at the similar time, I went through the a philosophy, practical philosophy learning in downtown Manhattan. There's a school called Practical Philosophy, right? It's a quite great school. It's a small scale school, but uh, uh, like a school, but it's very practical and also very, I would say, till even today, I really appreciate them because I learned things I did not learn in all the years of formal education in the schools. I never learned about those deep questions and give us that kind of a, it's like a rest. It's finally take some break from that traditional path and take a break to really, but instead of learning knowledge, instead of learning like skills, right? It's more like a keeps focusing more on our life's quest, all the deep questions we may never get asked by all the teachers or even by our parents, right? We never got that kind of opportunity to be asked those deep questions, to reflect, to think, to have conversations, to share. And that journey really like I would say liberalized me and helped me feel like free of my spirit, of my mind as well, and helped me to have a deeper thinking about my life's meaning. So anyways, through all this, that kind of a journey, exploration journey, I had the brave decision to go into entrepreneurship. And since then, never looked back. 15 years till now, I still feel like that was my best decision in my life. And it really helped me embrace freedom. And through this journey, all the 15 years, right? Of course, many ups and downs, like any entrepreneurship. And so that's why I want to initially learn how many years you're already in entrepreneurship. Because if you are already at least in entrepreneurship for like 2 years or 3 years at least, right, you will feel that kind of like what this journey is about. It's full of thorns, full of ups and downs, full of darkness sometimes, and the loneliness. And majority of the time you feel like, oh, this is, sometimes you feel like, quite many times actually, I will honestly say, you would say, oh, this is so hard. Should I still continue, or should I change, or should I whatever, right? All this kind of doubts and questions you would have. So many kind of like a darkness moments, I would say, for your mind, for your emotionally, and for your spiritually at the same time. And sometimes you want to seek the questions in the world, and sometimes you want to seek with like a quietly with your God. Many such kind of a time, and especially like all this kind of deep questions could sometimes keep you awake through the night, and before you fall into sleep, right? I often have these kind of questions and ask myself and double check myself and double check with my soul, double check with my God, and to see if I'm still, to check if I'm still on the right track, if I'm still doing the right things. So today I want to share with you, entrepreneurship. First, I want to say why it's a hero, right? Why it's a silent hero. Because once you get into entrepreneurship, you become, I summarized quite a few points, it's quite interesting. The first, you become a pioneer, really pioneer. If you want to do something unique as an entrepreneur, right? You do not want to repeat other people's, just repeat other people exactly what they are doing. You want to find something that's unique, that's dearest to you, to your soul, to your heart, to your to your mind, and what is special for you, right? Who you like. Later, I call it like a niche. it's more like from the business angle. You call it niche, or for like your special zone, your sweet spot. It's like where you can find your own strength, your specialty, and find the people that you especially want to help, and how you can help them solve their top challenges, right? So that's for the market where you can find your business to be valid. But the other side is really like pioneers. Like you need to have that courage, that courage to be the only one, to be sometimes to be that. It's just like you're going through like a hiking, um, like facing the mountain Everest. It's just like sometimes you have to. The biggest challenge you have to face is yourself, right? That kind of a pioneer thing. It's like the mountain's so tall, and you are so looks like so small in front of the mountain, and you want to go through like a go over. It's just a climb over or climb to the summit. Like that kind of feeling, right? You feel like, wow, I'm the pioneer, or there's like maybe that existing path to you, and you do not want to just repeat working other people's paths. You want to find a unique path, and that's a special time that you are a pioneer. I still remember when I climbed not a mountain Everest yet. I climbed for example, in New York, we do not see the mountains often. We had to go to upper state to go to climb, for example, the Bear Mountain, not a very tall mountain, similar to my hometown in southwest China, Sichuan province. Quite many like not very tall mountains, but still challenging, and still can take your breath, right? And a lot of efforts and hours of climbing. I still remember when I was there, like we did not want to. I led my two kids. We did not want to go those existing 2 or 3 routes, right? Like a majority tourists will go on those routes. We want to explore the like new routes. So we just hiked and climbed without any kind of a path. We just with the like tree stems and try to get our own way. So it's a lot of like a harder work. And also I paid some price. Like I almost fell down to try to save my son, right? And he was not stable. I want to save him, and my back, the side of my back was my clothes was was broken and tore apart, and my part of my skin here, the side of my back got wounded, and later even get a scar, and not a very good scar, right? It's like I have a skin condition and can get a big scars, so it's like a price I paid, but I still felt like it's worth it. It's a beautiful uh a trial. And it's also nice is like we because of that exploration, we saw by surprise a family of deers, and they are like halfway on the mountains, but they were hiding from the public, too many crowds, right? So they were hiding from them, but we get the chance to saw them. So that's just a very dearest moment to me, and my kids still remember. And so it's just like you were really like went through like a wildlife and really like hiking, right? That kind of experience and adventure. So we are more like a pioneer and adventurer for entrepreneurship, especially actually it's not just at the beginning. Of course, like at the beginning, you need the biggest courage, right, to get into it, to really get your feet wet. That's the biggest challenge moment. And then later, you need to become a transformer. Why I call ourselves like as transformer. And like have you watched the movie Transformer, right? It's keeps the changing, even though that's like a fantasy, like a AI technology, right? It keeps changing into different forms, like a car or like a machine and like a human or whatever. It's just like some uh, mechanical stuff. But here, as an entrepreneur, we are also need to become like a transformer. For example, in once you start your entrepreneurship, you become a like a business owner, right? You need to be like one time slot. You need to become like the CEO, to think and to visionize and to plan, to have the the whole strategic planning for your business. And the next time or next time's slot, but in the same day, okay, another like next hour, let's say, not like last hour you were the CEO and the planning for the visionary strategies, and next hour you need to be the product manager. You design and and design create your product or services, and next hour you become the let's say the marketing manager, you create your message, create your video, whatever, right? All this kind of like a marketing related materials. And next hour you become let's say system or let's say engineer, like engineer, you develop your system, develop your platform, and develop let's say even develop your website, right? Your website, your funnel, everything is like a system guy, the engineer guy. And the next time you become next hour you become a sales, right? You become like a marketing and sales person, and you reach out to your prospects and share your message and have a conversation and invite them to your services, right? It's just like oh, and the next hour, even further, next hour you could become for example, your community manager and have a build up your community, build up your group, build up invite members, and also how to say, you have a meaningful conversation with the members and maintain the group or community to be active, right? Even further, next hour you maybe become the, let's say, a partnership, let's say partnership of a manager, something like that, right? You reach out to partners, build a partnership, all this kind of thing. Okay, so that's, you got my point, all right? Like a transformer, like even in the same day, you transform into different forms and cover different aspect of your business. And you are just like you become your assistant, you become your boss, you become your what, your partner, you become different kind of roles, right? In the same day. It for people who loves performance like those drama things, like you can really experience that in the same day, experience different roles. How fun is that, right? I hope you enjoy, as entrepreneur, enjoy your stage, enjoy your platform, enjoy, let's say, your drama. This is like, even though I don't like the drama word, but it's like your performance, okay, your whole entrepreneurship performance. You play all the different roles, and sometimes you become your own coach and mentor to coach yourself if you had some like struggling mental blocks, right? Of course you learn, but at the same time you coach yourself. I would say like through all these 15 years, I am my best coachee. I'm the best coach and also my best coachee. I coach myself, and I would say the best product from my or the result from my coaching services is myself. I'm so proud of myself. And also my kids, maybe I'm proud of my kids as well. They are my best coaches as well. And so that's the transformer part, right? We got the pioneer and adventurer. We got the let's say the transformer. The next one, the third one, okay, the third fourth one is the creator. The creator one, I remember my most enjoy part is actually my when I'm creating my let's say content, either video or sometimes writing article or creating the image or pictures. I feel that I enjoy that time. Actually, I feel like I'm basically a creator. I love creating time, not creative time, creativity time, right? And I think inside of myself, like Tony Robbins said, that sometimes inside of myself we're an artist. I feel like I'm not kind of an artist. I appreciate art, and I love to create artistic things, right? Including my, for example, my website, my funnel, my book, and or my post, or my article. All these things, I feel like it's like I'm an artist. I'm creating things. That's the enjoy part. Okay, I think that's a gift God gave to all of us. Every person of us, we are an artist inside of us. We love creating journey, right? That's the most fun part of the whole business. That's a great rewarding, by the way. And the next one, oh, by the way, yeah, you create not just the marketing stuff, you're also creating your program, right? Your program, your product, your services. That's the most rewarding part, because that's your solution that you can help your clients, your people to solve their problems. That's a very genius part, and how you can get out of your box and also find a gap in the market and where you can add your unique expertise, your uniqueness, right? And that's the best part. So that's a creator mode. And a creator can also include in the engineering part. You create your website, you creating your funnel, you creating your whole system, right? That's a creator, just create different parts, like say like a bee, right? Like a bee creating their whole comb. It's just like it's like you build up your empire. That kind of builder and also creator, right? That's like you build your enterprise, you build your business, you build your empire. And that's a wonderful time. I would say I most enjoy this role. That's the best part of as an entrepreneur. And the next one is the problem terminator. I would say another role, right? Problem terminator, because as entrepreneur, majority time, unless you have a team, and even though you have a team you could delegate, but still like quite sometimes quite many problems, right? You need to face that, and you need to terminate that, you need to solve it. So that's why we say that the mindset, you need to have a mindset of a problem terminator mindset. Once the problem gets to you, you solve it, or at least you delegate somebody, or you find the resources, you find who can help you solve it, right? And still you help solve this problem and do not become that bottleneck to stop, to block the problem, right? So you want, through your efforts, through your personal and also your resources, to get a problem solved. So that's, and you as like, for example, like almost like the problems project manager, you manage from the beginning to the end and until the project finished, like until the problem gets solved, right? That's why you become the terminator. That's our next role. And that's why, right? The more you think, and you think, oh wow, we're really the hero. And the next one is like you're even the visionary, I would say, the visionary thought leader of the business, right? And not just for your business, but for your impact as well. And we do not just want to become an entrepreneur or just do a business. You want to, through this business, you are the actual visionary and also the leader, the thought leader, to through your business generate things beyond the problems you can solve. Like yesterday, I was reflecting and also sharing the idea about similarly, I think Tony Robbins or Dean Grossassi also shared this idea as well. It's like sell what they want, give what they need. And I had this such kind of deep reflection and aha on this part as well, because for example, I now have both my coaching business and also I have the financial services association business. So especially through the financial business, for example, if I just talking about the coaching, right, entrepreneurship, so many people, they will feel like this is too intimidating, and they are not sure about they can do entrepreneurship, they can do business, right? They feel like, oh, that's too much, like we just talk about all these roles, right? And they feel like it's too much for them, for their own capability or for their own resources. They don't think they can do that. So through the financial business, financial services business, I found, oh, this is a great platform, and this is like we are doing brokerage, right, helping people do the financial planning and services, and also financial education, literature education. That's a part I love as well. And this part, and helped people, we just sell them, actually, like eventually sell them, right? Even though a lot of training, coaching, mentoring, it's totally for free, but eventually we are sending them, for example, financial services, financial planning, financial products, right? We sell that based on their needs for the brokerage. But it's really like a sell what they want, because people want money, people want safety, people want security of their family life, right? People want their, for example, the retirement, or the long-term care, all these kind of things, and their kids education fund, and their money, they want to have a safe investment and do not lose money, and also same time have growth, all this kind of thing, right? That's people what they want, and people really need this as well, right? Or also it's especially what they desire and need. So that's like a hardcore for selling. So it's quite a good selling part. But at the same time, I'm giving them what they need. It's like I'm not just me with my background, right? With my coaching, with my mentoring background, I'm not just sending people simply just it's sometimes even not, how to say, I'm not selling them, I'm just providing for example, the financial knowledge, financial advice, and financial training, all these things are for free. And even through that, I give them what they need. I help people to see the inspirations and empower them, and really enable them to think out of their existing box. And quite many people I just found like have the fixed mindset, right? Fixed mindset, and I coach them. And it's just like through my free coaching, and to empower them to become more open minded, to become more like a growth thinking kind of a mindset. And through that like a journey, right, through the like providing the financial solutions, I'm actually empowering people with this extra bonus. Most people did not realize that yet. Of course, like this, oh, there are so many financial advisors there, right? They found different people and provide the financial products and services, and meet their like immediate needs or like urgent issues. But they did not know that actually I am actually giving them what they really need, like for the person who can be empowered to think out of the box, think out of their what's their limitations, and especially provide this opportunity for them, for provide not just this entrepreneurship opportunity, provide this like a platform, the system, and opportunity and mentorship, right, for them to start their own business. But even more, I help them see what they could not see in themselves, what's their like their strengths, what's their possible like a meaning and a life purpose, what could be their expertise, what's their really gifts that they receive. Many people did not see that, they did not know that. If, even though they maybe work in corporate for many years, they did not realize how much like a gifts and also like strengths they have inside of themselves, and what make themselves unique. That's very important, unique from others, right? So many people did not see that kind of gifts and strengths. And through this kind of a journey, I empower them to, and also provide this kind of opportunity, but at the same time empower them to become a better person, really become that kind of like get transformed. That's the part I enjoy the most, actually. So that's a role as we can become, right, the to from just the, like not just like a entrepreneur, not just a pioneer, but not just an adventure, but also become a transformer, become a creator, problem terminator, and also a visionary thought leader. We say, okay, you can see entrepreneur has so much potential to become so many roles through the business and also in our life as well. To me, there's no difference between my business and a life. I live like them together, because every day, even though I'm doing my business, I'm living my life. And when I'm living my life, I may be introduced opportunities and business opportunities, right? And to serve people. So to me, it's just like I'm living a very integrated, I would say holistic and also integrated life, very like and that with that kind of integrity. And I do not have, like, for example, like some people play like two roles in the business. They are one face, and in life another face. That's, I don't like that part. I love like whatever I live, my life is what I bring into my business as well. To me, the business is not just business. The business is how I live my life. So that kind of roles. You see that our entrepreneur. That's why I call it like we are silent hero. We did so much in this kind of journey, so many roles, but majority time maybe outside people did not realize that, and also you personally, you may not recognize that as well. So today I want you to give the applause to yourself, right, and have the pat on your shoulder. Give yourself that kind of even a hug of yourself, and give yourself that kind of love and affirmation about yourself, that you are a hero. And more, even more, why we're a hero, right? All this kind of journeys through the 15 years, I feel like so many ups and downs, so many darkness times, right? And many nights I would see, like I have that kind of, people call that kind of soul inquiry, to have that conversation with myself, like, are you doing the right things? Are you on this path of fulfilling both yourself and also helping many other people? Are you really living the most worthy life, right? Every day I'm asking myself that. But this is still, I would admit, it's a long, hard journey, because you put so much time, so much energy, and sometimes even so much money into it, right? You invest in yourself, invest in your business, and you do not necessarily get that results you expect. Majority time, I would say, majority time you do not necessarily get what you input. And there are definitely on this journey, there are more failures than your successes. I would say if you can count, you feel like you have more failure times than successful times. And especially And many times you feel lonely because you get a lot of misunderstanding, even including misunderstanding not just from outside. Yeah, from outside maybe sometimes you feel like, oh, feel you're very successful, or some may feel like, oh, you are not successful. Different kind of misunderstandings, right? But sometimes misunderstanding could also from your close ones, and even from like from your family, right? They do not understand what you're doing, and they sometimes people may like even measure your value through the how much money you are making. I do not blame them, because like even my mom could not fully understand what you're doing. She may ask, "Are you making money?" From their simple logic is that from the money, right? People can say, "Oh, if you are successful," that's traditional way. I could fully understand, but I also fully appreciate my mom cares more about my. She does not really care about how much money I make. She just care about if I can support myself, if I take good care of my health. Every day she will remind me sleep earlier, like eat well, right? All this kind of remind. I really love and appreciate my mom, and but even husband, right? Especially I think the most difficult part, sometimes husband and or even your kids, they could not fully understand what you're doing, and they may say, oh, if you're successful, or if you are making a lot of money, or if you have a lot of like a social impact, all this kind of measurement, right? They would say, but sometimes during this long journey, you could have like a, you could have a lot of time you do not meet even your own expectation, and not meet their expectations as well, right? They feel like you should have been, you've already put so much time, you should have been much more successful than you actually are. And that kind of misunderstanding sometimes feel you like you may feel hurt. And also like sometimes including your mentors, they do not fully understand you. They may not say all your efforts put there, right? They just say like the results. They say if your performance is good enough or not, and they could have misunderstanding and do not fully value you and do not fully like embrace you. So that time you can feel hurt as well. And so a lot of silent time, I would say that silent time, you are like a farmer, keep planting, keep like putting the soils and watering and putting a fertilizer, but maybe the crop is still not growing so well, and you sometimes even like other people will doubt you, and you even sometimes will doubt yourself. Do you feel that time? Do you have quite some of that times? I would admit that I went through so many times like that. You feel like people think you should be like that way, right? But you're still like maybe here, and you feel like yourself like feel like frustrated, and feel like you were misunderstood, and you feel like why it's not fair. I put so much efforts, and I'm not getting the results I really wish, right? Or I deserve. And maybe some other people are like luckier, and you feel like, oh, why I'm so unlucky, right? Maybe we did similar efforts and we did the similar amount of things, but I did not get the results as they got. So it's like sometimes you feel like that way. You have more struggling and frustration. It's very natural, I would admit. If you had that kind of a journey, very natural, I would say, very natural. It's just like I have that fully understanding how much, and we feel like we're not so lucky. We put so much efforts there, we did not get what we deserve, right? We just feel like sometimes God will ask God, right? Eventually you ask, you cannot, when you cannot share with your like your parents, you cannot share with your even spouse, you cannot share with your mentors, you cannot share with your team members, and eventually you will start to share with God, right? That's a finally, my God is my only source, right? I said, God, you see all the efforts I put there. You see my heart, you see my energy, you see my all the hard works I've been putting there, but I'm still not there yet. And only God, maybe you understand me. And sometimes I even doubt if God is there. God, are you there? Really? Majority we are holding, majority time I would say I'm holding my face, but still sometimes I doubt even God. Do you really exist there, right? So like all this kind of challenging, lonely, hard journey, I would say eventually I would still say that, because you would see that from like this tunnel, where is my light, where is my another end, right? Where is my finally another side of my this kind of a journey. Eventually I can finally see some like success, some impact, some things that I deserve, right? All these kind of years of efforts. But then I would still encourage you that become the light. Before you see that light at the other side of the tunnel, become the light for yourself to brighten your path. Become your own light. because inside of the tunnel, only you or maybe God can share that tunnel. And that's the time, especially you need yourself. You need to turn on your light to brighten that tunnel, so that even though your light, maybe you feel like it's limited, it's so hard, it's sometimes become dim, that light, right? Almost like a turn down, you would still like keep it up, keep it up, and keep it up, and keep it up, and keep it up, and next inch, and next inch, and next inch goes through that tunnel. Will it be worth it? Right? Sometimes you will feel like, oh, I know so many of people gave up and quit, and they feel like, oh, this is too hard. I know some friends, they gave up already, and many quite some people gave up. Majority of people, like for example, they say 90 people, 90% of entrepreneurs fail. That means more people fail and give up than the rest successful ones, right? So it's very few people successful. Mega successful 1%, right? Sometimes less than 1%, but let's say 5 to 10% people maybe eventually get some success. But I would remind you, what's a true success? That's why today I want to emphasize this topic, the silent hero. Don't just look at the destiny at another side of a tunnel, all this kind of applause and flowers and celebrations. Don't think that's the final success, right? Don't think that. Actually, I would today shout out to you, shout out to every one of you who are still hanging out there, who are still on your entrepreneurship journey, who are still the pioneer, the transformer, the creator, the problem terminator, the visionary thought leader, right? Who are still fighting there and hiking there and exploring there, right? I really I'm really like giving you that applause. You deserve that applause on this journey, through this journey, not at the end of the tunnel when you are super successful. You deserve all this applause and also the celebration. And because you are a hero already, the hero is not at the end of the tunnel. The hero is inside of the tunnel, right? The hero is really inside the tunnel, still exploring. Even the light is so dim, and you still collect your courages. And when you fell down, you get all wet, you get all like exhausted, you still stand up and keep moving on to another side. And you are the hero already. Even though you're silent, you have all this kind of a, like how to say, there's no outside, there's no applause, you cannot hear any sound from outside. Today I want to give you that applause, and I also want you to give yourself that applause. Like I said, give yourself the pat, give yourself the hug, the encouragement, affirmation, the applause, the admiration, the love, all the love, abundant love you deserve, because you are the hero inside of that tunnel. In that darkness, you are the real hero. Okay, so now how to become a silent hero who empowers and impacts on this journey, right? You want to turn on your light, keep the light on, and strengthen yourself. Like I said, through these 15 years, I am my best product. I am my best coachee. I'm my best client. I am the best result. Me, the person, is the best result through the whole journey. And the hero I created inside myself, that's my best reward. Much better than any money I can receive from outside of the world. Okay, so but how you can become the silent hero at the same time empowers impacts. I would say that I would encourage you to review and strengthen your purpose and passion. That ignited you at the beginning, since the beginning, never lose it. Always like review whenever, especially when you feel the most weak, right? The weakest, and you most feel like most frustrated, disappointed, you want to give up, you feel like unfair, you feel like like dismayed or even angry, right? About all these kind of results that you have not get, that you feel like you deserve. Especially this time, I would encourage you to review and strengthen your purpose, your passion, that kind of a vision and that kind of a mission you established through this journey. Keep reviewing it, keep reviewing it, keep repeating that to yourself. And that's a light, okay? That is your light. You want to keep it on and make it That's your fire as well. Your fire and the light, not electric light, but maybe the fire light, right? Your torch, you want make it, you want add the oil to it from yourself, that kind of energy to itself, and keep that torch on, keep that fire on, keep that light on. You want to keep strengthening it and never let it turn down. Okay, and that's where you need to have this belief. Believe in yourself, believe in your God, believe in whatever you believed in, that the universal creator, that's kind of an energy, that kind of a like a resource, that kind of a intelligence, that's kind of a wisdom beyond yourself. Okay, have that belief in it, so that you could have abundant energy, abundant light, abundant like fire and the resource to supply you. Okay, so that you can keep that torch on through this tunnel. And that's the first one. Okay, that's a super important one. And then I would encourage you to have this daily habit of abundance meditation. I call it abundance meditation. I even teach abundance meditation from the morning to the night time. There are different forms, different emphasis, and different like practice about abundance meditation. In the morning we focus on the gratitude, the visionary, and also the incantation. Tony Robbins calls it incantation. Some people call it like a basic level is affirmation, but it get to the higher level is incantation. Really, you use all your energy. That kind of sometimes could be like a that you get yourself so emotionally engaged into that kind of incantation. That kind of, it's not just a normal affirmation. Okay, you fully believe in that. You put all your emotions and energy into it. That kind of incantation, that kind of level of affirmation is the highest level that connect yourself with your abundance power, that will make you unstoppable. Okay, I do that every day. So that's why I can keep my torch on every day. Okay, so next one is learn. Learn, keep learning, and learning from different resources. Keep learning like a sponge. Open yourself, have the open mindset, and be humble. Okay, learn and be humble. This is super important. Like you can learn from anybody, even learn from students, learn from like a baby, from anyone, like seniors, not just from successful ones. Okay, you can really learn from anyone. You become that like an observer. You become that sponge. You become like it's really like that is humble one in this universe, that you can learn from any part of the universe, and eventually you connect with the universe. You connect with that ultimate, that super energy and super intelligence and wisdom. Okay, that kind of learning. And then next one, you want to learn people, those mentors. Do not just find one or even two mentors, three mentors, get more mentors. And sometimes at different stages, different mentors could give you different inspirations and empowerment. Right? Always find those ones you admire, who you think they are in integrated persons, and who have the inspiration, the power, the energy, the belief, the purpose, that kind of a momentum that can inspire you. Okay, find many mentors that can inspire you and learn from them. And the next one, you want to build your systems and platforms and leverage them. You want to leverage different systems and platforms. Like as you cannot be successful or make enough impact by yourself. So that's why you want to find platforms and build your systems, right, that can empower more people, and that can leverage more resources, leverage other people's time, energy, and their brains, right, and their resources. So that's why I both on my coaching platform and also on my finance platforms, I focus so much on the platform. In my coaching, for example, I build my system. My system can help me, like assistants, right, like automation assistant, help me to reach more people and leverage different social media platforms, leverage partnerships, leverage like a system, like marketing systems, right, to help me. And to, for example, including the email system, including like a blogging system, including the marketing funnel systems, to make my business more automated, so that I can put less manual time into it, So that can free me to become a more like visionary thought leader, to have a more strategic planning things, strategic like creation things to impact more lives. So that's the part, right? And the platform on the, for example, on finance platform, I associated with some great platform and very famous in the market, and they have great resources. They have they have providers of financial products providers. They have their whole training systems. They have their like partnerships. So all this kind of you can leverage. So this is to become a smart entrepreneur. Okay, you should leverage, and it's also become a leader. You want to leverage different platforms and resources so that you can impact and help more people. Okay, and then even next one, the next further one is like have the commitment and consistency. When you review and strengthen your purpose, your vision, right, your passion, and the business, you want to commit to it. With the commitment, you want to have a consistency. For example, in my coaching, every Monday now we're doing the Momentum Monday. I've been committed to it over three years. That's why we have an episode today is 176. It's a weekly session, and I hope, I not just hope, I know that I have the commitment. I've already taken this challenge. I'm in this challenge already, committed to it every week. I've never missed it, and every week, every Monday, I'm doing it. I believe I will do this till the end of my life. Okay, as long as I still have the breath and the energy, I can do it. I will keep doing it. I don't care about how many like episodes. And some people say, wow, how can you do that? So many, right? But I know every time once you committed to it, you will get a new inspiration, new like aha moments, new resources, and a new practice, and that you could keep sharing. And through this, I can keep helping many other people. And on my finance as well, that my commitment and consistency, like my everyday, how like doing some like a, sounds like a routine, but it's like a great habit. Some routine you become strategic routines become a great habits, and great habits become really like the nice impact and results, right? And the further the next point I want to remind you is not just consistent, not just commitment. You really need to put more. Eventually, that make a difference, right? You need to have all the previous ones I mentioned about your purpose, passion, mission, vision. You need to have your abundance meditation practice every day. You need to keep learning. You need to have more mentors that could like really empower you, and you need to build up your systems and also leverage platforms, and you need to have a commitment. But eventually, what make the results difference is your massive actions. Like Tony Robbins said, he loves to say like massive actions. Because when, for example, when you and others all have, for example, some similar conditions, similar resources, what eventually make a big difference is your consistent and massive actions. Because every day, sometimes when I was lying down on the bed before I get up, when I was doing the abundance meditation, when I was doing all this kind of incantation and then visualization, eventually I would eventually, right before I jump off my bed, is I'm telling myself, it's just my actions. I can take all this kind of incantation and visualization into reality. Otherwise, it's still like a great things or imaginations in my mind, right? All the planning, all the things in my mind. I need to turn that into really the massive actions to implement it, to get on our like on our phones calendars, on our Google calendar, on our appointments, on our follow-up actions, on our follow up, implementation, and massive actions, right? So this part is really eventually make the big difference. Of course, all the previous ones, including your mindset, including your habits, right, all make a huge difference. But eventually, you need the actions to get it manifested in the world. Like so many people love the law of attraction, love the think and grow, like think and grow rich, right? It eventually you cannot, like eventually that kind of a missing piece of all these kind of puzzles eventually is actually massive action. You need that action to turn all this great planning, thinking, and law of attraction into manifestation. So that's the last part. So how are you, everyone? I'm wondering, our entrepreneur, our silent heroes, after give all this kind of hugs and encouragement and affirmation to yourself, I hope today's session helped inspire you, right? Understand those how many, let me see, how many parts I shared from those roles, different roles, like to help you go through your hard and challenging and lonely journey to become the light of your own path. And also we reviewed the different the 7 aspects, actually the 7 key points, how you could become the silent hero that can empower and impacts, and at the same time keeps growing yourself, become the best light, and become the best influence in this world, that you could brighten other people's paths as well, that you could impact and empower many other lives as well. So I hope today you get the best part of our inspiration, also practice, and feel free to comment on our video. Actually, I really encourage you to do that, because once you take this simple action to share your aha moments, share your inspiration under our video, this will not just affirm what you get through this inspiration, but also help you to turn this mind to your action that can help other people, inspire other people, and that kind of energy, that's really energy, and also action part can impact many lives as well. So thank you so much. I hope today you get the best value from our Momentum Monday, and hopefully that you will take the action immediately. Write down from your inspiration what action, even one, just one action you can take right away, including for example, take the comments, and then what actions, share the comments, by the way, share in the comments, right, what actions you want to take that can make the difference. It's like a needle to make the difference, to help you to keep this and become even a better silent hero on your entrepreneurship journey. That I bless you to become the light of your path, and also become the light and the fire to impact many, many more lives. We will see you through the journey, and also at another side of the journey, okay? And also on the top of the mountain. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful Monday and the rest of the week. We will see you maybe on our Thursday masterclass, and check our post to find the masterclass to help you launch your purposeful and impactful and profitable online business, so that you could stand out as a confident expert and thought leader to impact more lives. We'll see you there. Okay, take good care. Bye bye.